If you are waiting for a U.S. visa, green card, or any immigration decision, this update is important for you before taking your next step. U.S. immigration continues to change, and many applicants are confused about delays, approvals, and what is actually happening behind the scenes. In this video, we will clearly explain the current immigration situation, why cases are delayed, and what applicants should realistically expect. One of the biggest concerns for immigration applicants today is processing delays. Many people believe that if their case is not moving, something must be wrong. However, this is not always true. Immigration cases go through multiple stages, including document review, background checks, and internal verification. Even a complete and correct application can take time. Visa processing depends on the type of visa you apply for. Work visas, student visas, family-based visas, and tourist visas all follow different rules and timelines. Some visa categories have annual limits, while others depend on country-specific quotas. This is why applicants from certain countries experience longer waiting periods than others. Green card processing also varies by category. Employment-based green cards, family-sponsored green cards, and humanitarian pathways all have different requirements and backlogs. Small policy changes or shifts in government priorities can impact processing times without much public notice. Another major reason for delays is requests for additional evidence. If immigration officers find missing information, outdated forms, or unclear documentation, they may ask for more evidence. Responding late or incorrectly can significantly delay a case. This is why reviewing documents carefully before submission is extremely important. Background and security checks are mandatory for most immigration applications. These checks involve multiple agencies and databases, and they cannot be rushed. During this stage, case status may remain unchanged for weeks or even months. This waiting period is frustrating, but it does not automatically mean a problem with your application. Students applying for U.S. visas must ensure they meet all eligibility requirements, including enrollment in an approved institution and proof of financial support. Maintaining legal status during studies is critical, as violations can affect future visa or green card opportunities. For work visa applicants, employer sponsorship plays a key role. Employers must meet legal requirements, and any delays or errors on the employer's side can affect processing. Understanding this helps applicants set realistic expectations. Family-based immigration remains one of the most common immigration pathways. However, waiting times depend on the relationship category and annual limits set by law. Some family categories face long backlogs, especially for certain countries. Applicants should always monitor their case status through official U.S. immigration websites. Respond promptly to any notices, keep copies of all documents, and update address information when required. Missing communication from immigration authorities can result in delays or denials. It is also important to be cautious about immigration fraud. No agent or lawyer can guarantee approval or faster processing. Decisions are made by U.S. government authorities based on law and evidence. Relying on unofficial sources or rumors can lead to serious mistakes. Patience and preparation are essential during the immigration process. While waiting is stressful, staying informed and organized can reduce uncertainty. Immigration is a legal process, not a race. This channel, U.S. Immigration Alert, is committed to providing clear, accurate, and reliable immigration information. Our goal is to help viewers understand the process and avoid common mistakes. If this video helped you understand the current U.S. immigration situation, please like the video, subscribe to U.S. Immigration Alert, and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. As the waiting continues, many applicants begin to recognize patterns that were invisible at the start. One such pattern is how immigration systems prioritize stability over speed. Officers are trained to avoid errors because reversing decisions later is far more costly than taking additional time up front. Another important reality is that case complexity is not always obvious. Applications that appear simple on the surface may involve deeper verification due to travel history, prior status changes, or background records. These factors quietly extend review times without any visible warning. Applicants also misunderstand the purpose of case holds. A hold does not always mean a problem exists. In many situations, cases are paused simply because resources are temporarily focused elsewhere. When priorities shift again, movement resumes. One overlooked factor is internal auditing. Immigration systems regularly conduct quality checks to ensure consistency and fairness. During these audits, certain categories may slow down temporarily. These slowdowns are structural, not personal. Another challenge is emotional fatigue. Long waiting periods drain motivation and patience. Many applicants stop planning altogether, believing everything depends on approval. This mindset increases stress and reduces resilience. The reality is that life does not pause for immigration. Applicants who continue education, skill building, and career development remain stronger regardless of timing. Immigration outcomes improve when individuals remain prepared rather than frozen. Another truth is that immigration success is rarely about shortcuts. Attempts to bypass procedures often create complications. Stability comes from compliance, accuracy, and patience. Applicants often ask whether delays indicate rejection. In most cases, delays simply indicate queue positioning or extended review. Rejections are usually communicated clearly rather than silently. It is also important to understand that approvals often arrive without warning. Months of silence may be followed by sudden progress. This unpredictability is frustrating but normal. Understanding the difference between what you can control and what you cannot is key. You can control preparation, compliance, and mindset. You cannot control internal workloads or policy shifts. Immigration is not just a legal journey, it is a test of emotional discipline. Those who manage expectations and remain grounded experience fewer mistakes and better outcomes. As the system continues to evolve, realistic awareness becomes more valuable than constant monitoring. Calm preparation beats anxious reaction. If you are waiting today, remember that patience is not passive. It is an active strategy. Staying informed, prepared, and balanced gives you strength during uncertainty. As applicants move further along the immigration journey, many begin to understand that the process is less about speed and more about endurance. The system is designed to be consistent, not fast, and this reality shapes every stage of review. One critical truth is that immigration decisions are built on caution. Officers are accountable for every approval and denial. This accountability encourages thorough review, even when delays cause frustration for applicants. Another reality is that uncertainty is built into the system. Immigration laws are interpreted through guidelines that can shift quietly. These shifts affect how cases are reviewed without changing official rules. Applicants often believe their case is isolated, but immigration operates on scale. Thousands of files move through the system simultaneously. Individual urgency does not change collective processing. One of the most damaging habits is constant comparison. Watching others receive approvals creates emotional pressure and unrealistic expectations. Each case follows its own path influenced by personal history and category rules. The waiting period also reveals the importance of emotional resilience. Immigration uncertainty can affect sleep, focus, and decision-making. Acknowledging this impact helps applicants regain control. Another overlooked aspect is readiness for approval. Many applicants are emotionally unprepared when approvals finally arrive. Planning life in advance, even without certainty, allows smoother transitions when progress happens. Immigration also tests adaptability. Those who adjust plans instead of pausing life entirely navigate uncertainty more effectively. Growth does not stop during waiting, it changes form. Delays do not reflect personal worth or eligibility. They reflect system structure. Separating identity from timeline reduces emotional strain. Another truth is that immigration outcomes are final moments in long processes. The journey itself shapes perspective, patience, and resilience. The most successful applicants are not those who rush but those who remain consistent, organized, and realistic. Preparation is power. As policies evolve and workloads shift, clarity remains the strongest advantage. Understanding the system reduces fear and prevents impulsive decisions. If you are still waiting, remember that silence does not erase progress. Waiting is part of the process, not a failure. Immigration is not just about reaching a destination, it is about navigating uncertainty with discipline and awareness. Those who understand this reality are better equipped for whatever outcome lies ahead. This channel exists to explain immigration honestly, without fear or false hope. Stay informed, stay prepared, and remain patient.